In July 2004, I attended an RSL conference, and the guest speaker spoke about Kokoda and talked about the history of Kokoda and the significance of Kokoda and the Battle of the Owen Stanley Ranges that took place there, and just how important it was to our history. It just moved me so much, and I recall as I left that day after listening to the speaker tell us these amazing stories of what our troops did over there, that I had two great feelings. One was shame that as an ex-serviceman myself, I had very little knowledge of what happened at Kokoda, and I guess the other feeling was I had to do something about it. So we did a bit more research, and we looked at things around the world on the internet, and we came up with this idea of running a 12 months course, which would include 22 weeks of training for our young people, walking out in the back of the bush, and then after that 22 weeks we take them to Kokoda and they walk Kokoda track, and when they came back then they do a further 6 months of community service each month, so they develop a social conscience. We have a very structured program with very strict rules and guidelines, and each of our young people are aware of that, and they know that they have to work within those boundaries. The interesting thing, of course, is that having that structure and those boundaries give them security.
Just the experience, like what the soldiers went through, and they were just a few years older than me, and they had to fight for their country.
Walking the track and seeing how, get an idea of how the soldiers did it, and definitely the villages, how they lived.
When I was a part of the program, I was had the opportunity to walk the full track, and I think the best thing about walking the track is to be able to walk in footsteps of the fallen soldiers and to pay your respect to the soldiers that paid the ultimate sacrifice for us to live the life we did today. And also, part of the village, the best thing about that is giving back to the actual community and giving back to the local people in Papua New Guinea and making their lives just a little bit better.